Hey everyone, it's Jessie from Peach Manifesto, and today is a swatch comparison of the BEMI Beauty Box Neon Sense collection. So I got everything in this collection. They had Swarovski crystals in neon, they have the chromes in neons, like I got it all. I have zero self-control. When I went in the store, I was only going to get the leaf gels and the crystals, and then I saw the chromes and I had to have them. So I'm going to do this swatch comparison in 3 parts. I'm going to start with the leaf gels because I think that's what everybody wants to see, and then we'll do the crystals and the chromes in a separate video. So starting with electric, which is their neon yellow. This neon yellow does tend to have like a little bit of a green tinge to it. When it's next to other colors, it does look pretty yellow, but when I do the swatch comparisons at the end, you will see the bit of green. And speaking of green, this is Limelight, which is their neon green. I love this green. I think it's so beautiful. I definitely don't have anything like it in my collection, and I'm excited to show you the comparisons. And then we have Techno, and this is like a teal, like a very bright, I guess almost neon teal look. I think it's gorgeous. It gives me like very mermaid vibes to me. I really think it's gorgeous. And then we have Zest. So this is the neon orange, and this is super unique. Like, I don't have anything like this, and it is a beautiful neon orange, and it just sparkles so beautifully. Now we have Flamingo. Now, I kind of thought this was going to be like a neon pink, and my camera is having a really hard time with this. In some lights it looks kind of pinky red, in some it looks like pinky orange. It's definitely like a neon coral. I would definitely not call this a pink. It's just like a neon coral. So I will go ahead and do these swatches really quickly. I always like to kind of do like a slip coat and then kind of just float some more product on top. As always, BEMI's leaf gels apply beautifully, they smooth out really nicely, and they always like fully cure for me. And as you can see, there is the yellow, so sparkly and beautiful, and then going on with Limelight in the same manner. You really like, I find just like floating these gels works really well. I am kind of using a new brush, so it's a little stiff. Normally they float on quite a bit easier, but as you can see, they just smooth out and level out so nicely, and I love these gels. They're stunning. All right, so enough with the gushing about the products. They're always amazing. The only negative thing I would ever have to say about the BEMI leaf gels, nothing to do with the product, just the jars. The foil that seals the gel in is such a pain to open, but I like really can't fault them. There's tons of companies that do this. It just drives me nuts. They're really hard to open, and as you can see in some of my shots, I kind of have gel and sparkle all over my fingers and nails, and that's just because they're really messy to open, and I wish that that was different, and I think that they have tried to change it and it just didn't really work for them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they will fix that in the future. And yeah, as you can see, these colors have all been super stunning. And then last up, Flamingo. And yeah, I hope you have been enjoying this video so far. I am excited to show you some of the swatching comparisons because I feel like you really do get a sense of what the colors really are. Like, my camera hates this color for some reason. It looks so orange, but it is not this orange in person. Trust me. So I decided to take a couple still pictures and some close-up video so you could kind of see like how it is more of a corally pink next to the orange, and then the yellow, the green, and the teal, how they all kind of flow together. I think this is a really stunning collection. All the colors are super unique. I definitely don't have anything like them. And now on to the swatch and comparisons. So I thought I would first up show you Flamingo against my fluorescent pinks. As you can see, it's not a fluorescent pink. Like, it doesn't really fit in here. One of my more popular ones, like the Luxio Bombshell and the Options Flirt, Pink Flirt, they don't really, like, obviously they're not comparable. One of my most popular fluorescent pinks, which is the Enial Couture 019, the Flamingo looks positively orange beside it, but it is not super orange. So this really does fit in with the corals. Obviously not really like the lighter corals. And then Hypnotic Coral Wood by Accents, not really. But once I compare it to Smolder and Scoundrel from Luxio, I think that's like right where it fits in. I think it's super stunning. They really go well together, and that's just kind of showing you that it's like that really fluorescent coral. I think that I would definitely pair them together with either one. I think that it just really fits so well with those two colors. Either way it can go. And then next up, obviously this really does not compare to many of my oranges, but as you can see, it does Fusion Paints Orange 101. I think that would go nicely as like a sparkle to that. And then the next one beside it is Crystal Nails FD11. So those are really the only two in my collection that are anywhere close to it. Everything else is kind of more of like a burnt orange or a coral. So I'm really happy with this orange. I think it will be kind of one of those colors that could be nice in the summer and in the fall. So on with the yellows. As you can see, this looks really more green than with the yellows that I'm showing you. Putting it next to the neon yellows, it does pair nicely with them. Like, honestly, it does go. But there is that like slight greenish tint to it that I feel like it just kind of fits in with the like a green color in particular. You'll see, and just showing it next to kind of like a yellow gold, just to kind of show you that it's not like gold toned. And yeah, so these are the green colors. This is the one I thought it would go with the nicest. It's that OPI Life Gave Me Lemons, which is like that yellowy green color. And I think it looks really nice with that. And then just comparing it with the other fluorescent greens in my collection, it doesn't quite fit in with the neon greens either, but that kind of yellowy green color, it's definitely on that side. So sticking with the green swatches, just comparing it to the neons again, and then the only kind of sparkly neon green I have is from Amore, and that does not compare at all. The BEMI is just so much more shinier with it being a leaf gel. So yeah, I think that these pair so nicely together with the neons. I know some of my neons are very, very close, but one's a potted gel and one's a bottle gel. So yeah, I have both and they're pretty identical. But yeah, I really like the way this looks. All right, and on to the teals and greens side. Obviously, it is not comparing to any of these, but I thought I would show you the Accents Glitz Peridot, and it is obviously not comparable, but it is very pretty green. And then I kind of think it has the same similar tone as Tidal Teal, and this is it next to Luxio Intuitive, which I think they do look really nice together. And then this is a really popular color for my clients from Enial Couture, and they kind of do have a very similar tone. And then I had to compare it to Evergreen because that's the only other green I have from BEMI, and yeah, not comparable at all. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and look out for the next video coming up soon.